Hello guys and welcome to the channel, it's the Eradicator, and in today's video we are going to talk about the new trade system which is coming up in Star Citizen about 3.18, and we had a wonderful episode of Inside Star Citizen about the new commodity kiosks which are coming up with this update. Right now with the current kiosks that we have are from Star Citizen about 3.0. These are the old kiosks that are still in Flash interface. They have not been converted into building blocks. It's actually one of the very last items that have not been converted into building blocks. And Ben Dorsey, who is the lead system designer for Cloud Imperial Games, did tell us that the only thing that people like about the current trade system, at least the current trade terminals, is that they're stable. They're not that bugged. I mean, they used to be in the past, but right now they're quite stable. But that's pretty much it, and there's nothing else any good about those trade terminals. So that's why we're going to have new terminals that are going to be giving us plenty of much needed information once they get converted into building block. Plus, at the same time, 3.18 is also going to have persistent entity streaming, so cargo is going to be physicalized too. So that's why it makes sense to have the new cargo, the new cargo trade terminals along with the new cargo system, simply because they will all be working together. So what are we going to have with those terminals? Well, we are going to have information about stocks, because that's one of the major issues right now when you are trading in Star Citizen. You don't know what's going on. What are there any merchandise left? Did another player come and buy everything? Well, maybe they did not in your server, but in another server they probably did, but you have no information about that at all in the current situation right now. So that is also something that the new terminals will be showing. What are they taking? What are they not taking? Why? These are also information that you will know as well. Now, something that I am really excited about, and that's something that we can see right here in the footage. We are going to have new commodities, guys. Yes, I mean, some of these commodities that we can see are currently mineable and you can sell them, but you can't buy and trade them at the terminals. I'm thinking of copper, for example. But in the future, it seems like it's going to be possible to do that. I also see borates out there in the terminal, which is another of those commodities that you can mine and not trade. I would love to be able to trade those as well. We need to have a bigger variety of commodities to buy and trade. It feels very limited right now, and I would love to see more of those. And it seems like we are. I mean, look at that. We are going to have antibiotics, herbal medicines. So it looks like we are not just going to have a cargo refactor, but definitely some of the aspects of the economy of the verse are going to be expanded. Maybe because, how about the health system, right? It would totally make sense, because, we have various different types of medicines that we can buy around the stations, but how are those medicines made? Are they made straight at the pharmacies and then the pharmacies are selling them to players? Well, yeah, that's great, but if they are made at the pharmacies, how do the pharmacies get the required materials that they need to produce those medicines? Well, these are the commodities that they're going to be needed. And with Quanta, because in the future, remember, everything will be regulated with Quanta, the simulation from Tony Zurvek that's going to regulate the economy in the background. Well, the NPCs and the players will be able to see the best offer and demand when it comes to these particular commodities, buy them when it's cheap, sell them when it's high, and then there's going to be reflection of these prices on the final product that people are going to be buying. So let's say, for example, that a station does not have the chance to buy a lot of medical supplies, either, for example, the antibiotics or the herbal medicines. There's not a lot of them. Well, the price of the medicines that you are going to be buying at the clinic is probably going to be much higher than, let's say, for example, at Area 18, where there's probably going to be a much bigger supply of medical supplies. So I really like what I'm seeing here, that, the overall medical supplies that we have seems like it's going to be completely broken down into different types of commodities, and that is wonderful. I also like here what we're seeing here, so that we see some Shapian, which seems to be some kind of Xi'an commodity, and I love this. We need to start to see more alien stuff, more alien influence around the verse, not just the ships, but maybe also some of the products that can be made in some of those alien worlds that eventually end up being traded in the UEE. And look at the prices here, seem to be very expensive as well, which makes sense because it's an alien product. So of course it's going to be in very low supplies and maybe higher demand than other topic because of the novelty, perhaps. I don't know. But I'm really liking what we're seeing here. Now, of course, all of that is work in progress, as a big caveat here. It's probably not regulated by Quanta yet. This is just in the phase of concept. But still, if we can eventually trade more of these items and they are available, and they eventually design a whole system that makes it exciting for players, or at least definitely more exciting than what it currently is, I think that we are in for a pretty big winner here. So yeah, there we have it, guys. That's what we had to say here about the tidbit of information that we had about the upcoming cargo refactor system. I am so hyped about this, been of course waiting for it for years. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys, how would you like the cargo refactor experience to be for you? How would you like it to be of an improvement? As far as I'm concerned, I said that I would like definitely to have more of these commodities, and what we're seeing here is a step in the right direction. But let me know in the comment section down below. Perhaps you would like also to see this, something that they did not talk about, but I would love to see a real-time information at the TDDs, not necessarily out of the outpost, right? That would be a little bit overkill, but at the TDDs, Area 18, Horizon, New Babbage, and also on Lorville. Real-time information, where commodities are being bought, where commodities are being sold, and what is the price. And that way, players are going to have a good indication as of where to go. Right now, we kind of have those information in the journal, but maybe those big screens that we see at the TDD could provide us with more detailed information. Charts, I don't know any traders who doesn't like charts and look at charts and see if we are having a positive or negative trend, right? Well, these are perhaps ideas that we could have, that we could eventually see in the verse. I mean, we have those big screens that are pretty much right now props, but it would be awesome if they could be working eventually one day. Anyway, guys, that was the question for the giveaway. We have a whole A to give away this month, so don't forget to enter the question and subscribe in public settings to the channel. Also, I would like to give a big thanks to my Patreon and YouTube Joe members. Thanks to you guys, I can give away those ships, and also I can provide you guys with daily content. So thank you guys, you guys are awesome. And if you want to help out the channel, the links are in the description down below. You will also have weekly exclusive content and giveaways on my Discord channel. This month we have an LTI pack with a cutlass and a mule. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much to Captain Snake, Dr. Farbane, the DJ Dunn, Eric Own, and Geek Citizen. It's the Eradicator, and I will see you guys later.